Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, Biafrans, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are watching this program from. I said good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. My name is Prince Darlington Chukwubikem. I am a Biafran, and for most of you that knows me, I see the host, presenter, and the host. This is my midnight chat with my brothers and sisters in preparation for the Onslaught program that is coming up soon. I repeat, in preparation for my Onslaught program that is coming up soon. Because on this channel, a lot is going to happen. A lot. It's really going to happen. So wherever you're watching me from, Semechukwu Kabiyama bless you and your family. May He bless you immensely. May He lift you up above all your problems. And above all, may you live to see our great nation, Biafra, which we are fighting for. This evening, I decided to chat with my brothers and sisters, wherever you are watching from. You can, if you are still awake, you can type in wherever you are watching from and why you are still awake. If it is not because it is morning where you are or afternoon where you are, it might be because you are not sleeping. So, myself, I am not yet sleeping, and that is the reason why I am not yet sleeping, and that is the reason why I am awake. And when I am not sleeping, something must have kept me awake. Something must have kept me awake. So I'm awake because I have a lot of things that I'm trying to put in place. Because this struggle is not a child's play. I believe for Mazka never. So if you are awake, you will confirm to me that you are awake and where you're chatting from and why you are still awake. Because on this channel, I see the hot, and so they like to bring them. But this night is just normal chat with my brothers and my sisters. Those who knows what freedom fighting is all about. Because a wise man does not sleep when his enemy is already surrounding him. So I am saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. And once again, I have a question that I want to ask great Biafrans. I have a question, and I'm going to place that question on this program. The question is very, very simple. The question is very, very, very simple. Let me place it there so that you can see. I'm going to place it here for you to see the question I want to ask Biafrans. Yes. It's a choice. You can answer whatever that you want to answer. Nobody can beat you because of your decision. Yes. My question is coming up. You're going to see it on the screen any moment from now. I mean, on the site title. Yes, finally my question have a match. And it says, what is the fault you think you have found with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What is the fault you think you have found with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader, and he is a human being. He is not God. And because he's a human being, he may have his shortcomings. But you as a Biafran, for us to set the record straight, what do you think is the fault that you have found in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu leadership? Be free to talk about it. What is the fault? That is the question this night. What is the fault you think you have found with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Which side is he not doing it well? Which area is he maybe lagging behind in terms of leading us in this struggle? This is your opinion. Type it in here, because I bet you that every question I'm asking Biafrans on this channel, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is reading everything. It's a promise I'm giving to you. He will definitely read it. He's a human being. He's not doing well. So, if you know the area you think our leader is not doing it well, please come up with that answers. It is my midnight chat with Biafrans, and every discussion I have with you here is like a direct message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is going to read it. What are those things you think that Mazen Namdekano is not doing well in this struggle? When you tell us the area you think is doing well, then you tell us how he should have done it. Hey, oh my God. We are here. We are here. Every creature, every human being have a gift that God have given to them. Every creation. You people say that some of us are not giving you room for trying to correct our leader, or trying to say something that is a human being that so on my chat with you this night, tell us that area you think that he is not doing it right. Yes, the ability to reason is the reason why we are human beings. But when you lack that ability to reason, you will be making a very big mistake of your life. Therefore, tell us that area where you think that Mazen Namdekan is lagging behind. That area is lagging behind. Please, write on this platform. Tell us. I am yet to read any message out because I'm not seeing any message. Yes, all of you that wanted to say something, our leader is doing well, but in this area he's not doing it fine. In the other area he's not doing it fine. It is time for you to come and put it in writing. It is time for you to come and put it in writing. Madelaka, Alahotu, and Oliver Luke, and two others. You guys are watching. Please, my question is very, very simple. Very, very, very simple. If you know that area that you think that our leader, Mazen Namdekano, is not doing it well, not to stop you from coming up to say, if our leader have done it this way, it will be better. If you have done it this way, it will be better. Tell us. We need to know the area where you think that this great freedom fighter, this Colossus, this enigma, this prophet of our own time, this man who have given himself as a sacrifice for Biafran to come, the man that have lost his biological parents to the struggle of freedom to mankind, those areas you think he is not doing it well, please, and please, feel free. Feel free. We are all human beings. If message is not coming forth, that means he is doing everything correctly. So all those of you that say, hey, why can't we correct him? He's our leader. Why can't we comment? Why can't we criticize him? That criticism is what I want you to bring forth in this evening, this night chat, this midnight chat. Tell the world the area you think that Mazen Namdekano is not doing it right. This is my chat with you this night. If you write it, I'm going to read it out. Because some people say every time you are praising him, you are not giving us opportunity at least to say the things that is not doing well. Blah, blah. You say it behind the doors. Go on and tell us. Somebody have written something. Bishop Raymond, I am a lover of our leader, but don't appreciate him. Talking down on black race is not necessary in our struggle. I love that. I love people with balls, men with balls. I love people that can come out and speak their mind, irrespective of who is concerned. I love them. When I see such people, I like to, liaise with them. Because when you don't criticize anybody that you call your leader, that means you don't love him. Yes. So criticism is accepted. But while you are criticizing him, you have your reason and your backup. So as my brother Bishop Raymond have said, he loved him, but he doesn't appreciate him talking down on black race. He said, talking down on black race is not necessary in our struggle. And Ezibute one for Biafra say, oh, Biafra. No. Ezibute one for Biafra. Yes, Biafra, we must hold it. But there's a question that I have put forth this night. That question is very, very simple. And somebody have just, posted one, and I'm going to address it right now as my night chat with you. And the question says, what is the fault you think you have found with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? So far, so good. That is the question. I am promising you 101% that everything you write here, he will read it tomorrow morning when he wake up in the morning. He is going to read it. Yes. It is a promise that I'm telling you, that I'm giving to you. I'm not saying it because I want to romance the word. It is direct assurance that he will read it. It is as in a hot program. I am your presenter. I'm serving you under this capacity. But I still want to know the reason why some of you, the area why some of you don't agree or concur with him. Now, Bishop, I want to address the question you brought forth. He said he don't appreciate the way he's talking down on black race. Now, my brother, let me handle that particular question, answer that you have brought. I am not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I am Mazi Chukwubikem. But I think whatever question that I cannot answer, he himself, when he read it, maybe in one of his program that is upcoming, he may try to answer you. So you have to keep watching. You don't know that everything you are going to say here, he's going to see it. It's a chat with my brothers and sisters, because I'm not sleeping, and those that are still awake, I decided to bring this to you. Now, my brother, when you are talking about black race, I want you to understand something that has happened to us as a people, and why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is talking down on them. That I have not been to war front doesn't mean that I haven't seen people. I haven't seen dead people or head of people that have been cut off. At least I'm seeing it day in, day out on radio, on Nigeria radio, televisions, and what have you. We are Boko Haram are massacring people. We are herdsmen are killing people, even in my own community, even inside Biafran land. I am seeing their head, even though we are not in war front. That is what I mean. Brother, just imagine during the slave trade, during the era of slavery, that 10 white men will have maybe 10 guns. They came. How did they even do that? That 10 white men, maybe just say 10 white men, will line up 1,200 or 1,500 black people. They will line up. Let's know, because when we're talking about talking down on the black people, I want to go to the Genesis. The beginning of everything. I am wondering how were those our progenitors allowed to be, line up in thousands by only 10 men. And maybe those days, one of their gun may have like 4 bullets or 5 bullets or 6 bullets, or as the case may be. In other words, if one of their gun is having like 20 bullets, that 20 bullets may end up killing like 10 people. That 10 bullets may end up killing like maybe 5 people. Are you getting what I'm saying? Times 10 that they are. I'm giving you example. That means if their 10 bullets can kill one persons, that means it is going to kill like 20 people. I mean, it's going to kill like 10 times 10. That's 100 people. How can 1,000 men and women be lined up by only 10 men that have bullets that will kill only 100 people, and they were not fighting back? They were all, they say line up, they line up, they put chain on their leg, they put chain on their hands, they were dragging them just with bullets that can kill only but 100 men, and 1,000 people were lined up, and they were moving like mumu. They were moving like mumu. And they will match them towards the camp where they want to transport them to Europe and America. I am beginning to think, if these are the people that give birth to people like myself, who can not die at the feet of my enemy with my knees, rather I will die. I would prefer to die standing on my or with my shoulders, fighting for my freedom. How come? Is it possible that you did not know about the history of Ekumeku? You see, when they want to hide information for the black people, they put it into writing. They put it in book because you don't know, you don't want to read. Ekumeku were the people of Biafra. Most of them were from Abreba or Hafia. They fought the British down. Ekumeku War was a very brutal war that the British almost lost. Our people refused to be chained as animal and taken to United Kingdom. They refused to be intimidated. But some of them were cowards enough to allow those white men to match them like animals. I am telling you that today, the great people of IPOB today, as I'm talking to you under the leadership of Mazen Namdekano, if white people come here with 200 soldiers, with their ammo tank, with their helicopter, a gunboat, with their jet fighter, with whatever, to come and chain us, anchor us, and put in ship to take us to somewhere, my dear, it is better they kill all of us. That is the spirit of the people of this generation that I'm seeing under the leadership of Mazen Namdekano, than we marching like fools. And while you are killing us, we will be killing them too. So when you say, why is our leader, that the way our leader talk down on black people, I just want to start from there before I will, get to the place that I will hit the point that it will be more clearer to you. So we were not born cowards. We were not born fools. We were great men. We were warriors. So how did the white people intimidated us into, allowing them? Maybe 100 white men came and took over 10 million people out of this shore of Africa. How come? How come? Now, Raymond, I want you to know one thing. You see, black people refuse to reason. The ability to reason is what makes you different from animal. The ability to reason is what differentiates you from an animal. If not, every human being is an animal. Yes. But the ability to reason is what differentiates you from animal, because animal doesn't have that conscience of reasoning. But we have. Now, you just write again and say, brother, remember that white man did that with help of our people. Thank you. You are still coming openly here. You are still bringing, you are even making the matter worse, answering yourself. So a black man was used to capture his fellow black man. He accepted it. He accepted to be used to use his own, to use his own brother as slave. So do you see where I'm coming from? Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is insulting them? That ability to reason, to fight with one spirit, to die standing, fighting for their freedom instead of on their foot, instead of on their knees. So if a black man can be used to enslave his fellow black man, that is one of the reasons why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking down on them. Because no white man can be used to enslave his or her fellow white people. Have you seen the reason? You are the one who asked this question, and why I'm trying to build the foundation to give it to you raw how it is. You also come up to help me by telling me that it is the same our people that we are used. So that our people that we are used, were they not blacks too? Thank you. You say, what is the critics add to the struggle? Thank you. The criticism add a lot to the struggle. The criticism is to create what I call proper sense of reasoning, not to make the mistake of our forefathers, not to be allowed to be used as our forefathers were used to enslave us, which is playing out right now in the open. Brother, it is playing out in the open right now as I'm talking to you. Our brothers are being bought by some politicians from Abuja. Money have been shared to some of them. It is happening today as I'm talking to you. Money is being shared to some idiots, some irats, to be speaking against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to be speaking against the Biafran. These are the same black brothers whom we are fighting to save. This is the same people that we are fighting to liberate. So when you ask this question, you are still bringing it back to where it is more clearer that you know the truth, but it doesn't know that you know the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Do not junkate from one question to another. I want to treat this your question properly, because what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing is to reset the brain of a black man to begin to reason, to begin to think like a human being, to not allow himself to be used as a saboteur against his own people. Because I remember when I went to Ghana, I had a meeting with dignitaries in Ghana. And it got to a certain stage that I took the podium. I told the people that were there that the West African Frontier Force was staged in Ghana. And these are the forces that the British, the white, used to conquer all Africans. And they called the West African Frontier Force. And they were black people that the white people came and they assembled, giving them money, doing a lot of things for them, then using them to capture other blacks. So it is happening in this struggle. So if our leader is not talking down on them, if our leader is not scolding them, scolding, it's not talking down, it's scolding, it's called scolding. If he is not scolding them, they will keep on repeating this same mistake that our forefathers have done. I hope you are getting the point right now. Comedian Ice, you're welcome to the program. Biafran, you're welcome. So if you are asking question, I have my reasons why I asked this question this night, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to read everything that you put as your question here, and he's going to listen to my own response. And he will have his own response too. In one of his programs, you will listen for him, you will listen to him saying it. And once again, for those who doesn't, let me recap the question. What is the fault you think you have found with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And my brother Raymond have just answered. He asked a question, and let me put it on the board so that everybody will see what you asked. He said, you like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is your response. I am a lover of our leader, but don't appreciate him talking down on blacks. Race is not necessary in this struggle. It is 150% necessary. It is 1000% necessary. The reason why it's necessary is because our people are being used, and you said it. Our people are being used to enslave our people during the slavery. West Africa volunteer frontier, or not volunteer, frontier forces were used to enslave people from West Africa, and they were blacks. Now, if leader is not scolding our people, our generation, this present generation, not to repeat the mistake of our forefathers, then you see it playing out. And as I'm talking to you right now, it is playing out already. It is playing out already, my brother. Share this program. It is a chat anyways. It's a program also. I am chatting with you guys, discussing with you guys. And I brought forth this question because most of people say he is, you people are always praising him. You don't want to talk about his fault, where he's not doing it well. Now it is your opportunity, it is your time to tell us where he is not doing it right. And the first question that came is a very credible question. I like it. I give you credit for this question. Then you are all making it easier. Answer your question by yourself by saying that I should remember that it was our people that was used to do what? To enslave our people then. So if our people was used to enslave our people, I want you to know that there are our people who were fighting the British, say they are not going to be enslaved. They are not going to be slaves. And they call the war Ekumeku War. You can go to right now, you type in Ekumeku War. When you type in Ekumeku War, you will be able to understand the reason why our leader is scolding our people. Our leader is scolding them, talking down on them, to make them not to repeat the mistake of their of those our progenitors who were stupid enough, to allow themselves to be enslaved. They fought like heroes. Ekumeku War, it was a war that was 1883. From 1883 to 1914, for your information, Ekumeku War was fought from 1883 to 1914. That 1914 was the year that Nigeria was amalgamated. These are gallant men that fought, that said, we will not succumb to the white supremacists. We will not be enslaved. Yes, that is the point. So if you say you don't like it because of who is going to play in the struggle, it is playing a very big role in the struggle. It is because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's scolding. It is because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's insult over our people that makes our people to listen to him. Because an Igbo man doesn't need to be begged before he listens to you. You need to be hard on an Igbo man. Because everyone thinks that he knows everything. Everyone thinks that he knows everything. I want to treat this your question perfectly okay before I goes into someone else. But you all should be bringing up your question. I will treat all of them one after the other. But this particular question will wait. But I have to answer it the way everybody will understand. To know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what he's doing is to prepare for you to have what is called proper sense of reasoning. And to make you to think tough, to correct that mistake of yesterday, not to repeat itself again. So when you are stupid, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you that you are stupid. When you are mad, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you that you are mad. When you are foolish, he will tell you that you are a foolish person. That is what an average Biafran need to change. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had come online with behind the microphone and start petting and telling us, Biafrans, you people should come and support me. Let us fight for our freedom because these people are coming to kill us. And when they come, nobody will help us. Please come. I will not listen to him. I am not going to listen to him. As a matter of fact, that his harsh word is what drove me into listening to him. Those harsh words he was using, those powerful words of brain resetting, it is only powerful words of brain resetting. Those are the things that have made me to listen to him. And you too that is listening to him, you are listening to him because of these harsh words. And if you go and do what is called critical analysis over all he is saying, you will tell yourself the truth, that this man was saying the truth. He said to Haneze Bundoshin and Datron and Dama. Is it lie? No. He said that Nyan would have sold us. Is it lie? No. He said that he could have stolen the money that is meant for Enugu Onitsha, Port Harcourt Enugu Express Road. Is it lie? It's truth. So when he said that Ekwuremad is a thief, he is a thief. He is still the truth, raw, undiluted. So if you see it as if he's talking down on people, that means you are not being sincere with yourself. That means you are not telling yourself the truth. And they would, Ben Jeffrey, my brother, they will welcome on the program. Welcome to the program. So if you think that talking down on our people is not doing us any good in this struggle, I want you to know that that's scolding. You call it talking down, but I call it scolding. That scolding is what has brought this struggle to where he is. When Mazen Kanu told you that they are coming to kill you, and when they come, nobody will answer you, nobody will help you. If he had used a small tone, like petting you, you will not listen. You will say, who is this idiot? But because he was on top of his anger, he was shouting, he was insulting you, telling you that you're a fool, that you will not listen until they start killing you. Is that an insult? To you, it's an insult. To me, it is a hard word that need to be cracked with hard understanding. So my brother, on that aspect, I think I am done giving you analysis on that particular area. So let me look for another question. You said again, let me see what you said. Or you said the story you are telling now, our black people was the reason white people was able to conquer them at that time. Yes, you are right. It is the same people. It is the same people whom were supposed to fight for their own freedom that were used to conquer their own brothers and sisters, and everybody was conquered. Yes. Do you know why? Because of love for money, love of money. Yes. Because of love for money. They love money. They love money in the essence that something might be promised to them because they are the people selling their own brothers. So I am not disputing that. And that is why our leader is hard on us, talking to us to make us not to fall the same victim of our fathers who sold our brothers and our sisters to the white people. If we have had somebody like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu back in 15th, 16th, 17th century, believe me, though we have but maybe few, because the Kumeku movement was not a child's play. There is somebody like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that must have motivated those Kumeku group movement to have started. They pick up and begin to fight with Britain. Britain couldn't defeat them. These are men that disappears like breeze. They disappear like they fight. They would fear me. You know, go see them again. They come from your behind. You go and read the history of Ekumeku. They killed Britain, killed them, they massacred them. Not small. Britain found it very difficult fighting the Biafrans of Ekumeku movement. The same tough time that we are giving the British now under IPOB. Under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, with truth, we are giving them tough time now with truth. That is the same tough time that Ekumeku gave them in the past. Then Bishop, he said, "What will the criticism have answered you that? I've answered you that. Let me move to something else." And Mwakego said, "It's still going on today." That's correct. It's still going on. And Bishop Raymond said, British enslaved other white people in America. Brother, we are talking about our people here, because when you talk about America, all the blacks America, we are the people, we are the victim of these circumstances that we are discussing here this night. That you brought the question here, talking down on them. but it is coding. He was coding them. So if you say that British enslave other white people, they have to speak for themselves. I'm not here to speak for the white. I am not a white man. And that is why I am not going to do any white wedding, because I don't have anything to do with white wedding. White wedding is the tradition of the white. I am a black man. I have melanin. I'm a melanin king. I am a melanin king. Okay? Look at my skin. I am not a white. So whatever the British did to the fellow white men is for them. They should speak for themselves. Here we are talking about the blacks. We are talking about the Biafrans. So that question, I said it is irrelevant because I'm not going to look into it. Why? Because I'm not a white man. Then Ismail Biafra said, remember that it took only 400 men to create the damnable zoological contraption in Nigeria. They came with 300 white men. Then went to Ghana, formerly Gold Coast, and it took extra 100 making it 400 men with the help of her warrant chiefs, which did their bidding to enable them to create the zoo. It's not only the zoo that the West Africa Frontier Force helped them to, to capture. It is West Africa, all West Africa. Your narrative is in line, but I want to expatiate on that to make it more clearer, because the West African Frontier Force was not targeted only on the zoo they call Nigeria. It is all the whole West Africa. They use them to capture all the whole West Africa. You understand it? Thank you. Peter Ndi Ejima said, I am a die-hard fan of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm born and raised in Abo. I'm from Ozara in Kano province, Enugu state. Enugu, I love it when I see somebody write that name, Enugu. But bros, there's no supposed to be any space. You should write it together. Enugu. Enugu is supposed to be Enugu, not Enugu. No, you have to write it together. Enugu next time. Thank you for the correction. And my question is, a lot of old Bendel state indigene who are on scholarships during the war was abandoned by Nigeria consulate in UK, and Biafra embassy turned them down when they asked for help. But to help our people from Core Igbo state, was it state policy or Biafran official recklessness? Secondly, our people in Nigeria army was used to Tafawa Balewa and Ahmadu Bello suppress middle belt. My brother, let me tell you the issue of middle belt. The place you see they call middle belt. It is an orchestrated plan to divide one people. When they started dividing us, they say middle belt. They say we are all old Eastern region, which is Biafra. But when they created the old Eastern region, they also carved out where they call middle belt. Middle belt. They call middle belt. Now, the people that they call middle belt, they cut Ahabibo into it. Don't forget that Delta State, which they created, I think 1991, was among the middle belt. Now, dividing our people, making them to go into small enclave in order to capture all of us, then convincing them, telling them that they are not the same thing with these people. Why they know that they are the same, they are with them. And this year question of Biafran rejecting them, the old Bender state rejecting them during the war. I have never came across this question you asked me for the first time. I have never even read it in any book. I've read Alexander Madebo book from beginning to the end. I have read Ojukwu's narrative about the war from beginning to end. I've read Chudi Fodile, his own book. I've read so many books about Biafra. This particular thing you write here now might be a concocted lie that was sold to people from that side of the world to believe that we are not one. Just as they are telling them that the Igbo is only 5 states, and most of them are accepting it. But I thank God that today we have dismantled that information, that fake information. We have dismantled that lies. Because before now, if you see somebody from Ikwere, you tell him, "Hey, bros, you are Igbo." You ask him, "Bro, I think you are Igbo." He said, "No, I'm not Igbo." "Okay, where are you from?" "I'm from Ikwere." "Okay, what is your name?" "My name is Chika." Is it not stupid? The same thing with somebody from the place they call Delta State. The same thing with that come from the place they call Delta State. And they ask him, "What is your name?" He said, "My name is Chukwuma." "Your name is Chukwuma." "Okay, you are Igbo." No, I'm not Igbo. I am Delta Igbo. Just like the idiot that called himself Sunday Ogochukwu Olisa. But they call it Olise. Just like Obase. They call him Sunday Ogochukwu Olisa. But it is Olise, the way they pronounce it and the way they write it in their own dialect. He hosted a program on TED TV. And he was talking rubbish. This man was talking bunkum. His introduction made me to hate him with passion. When they asked him, "Where are you from?" he said, "My name is Sunday Ogochukwu Olise. I am not Igbo. I am from Delta State." I covered my face in shame. Ifere happy Olise. My name is Sunday Ogochukwu. He pronounced it very clearly. Olise. I am not Igbo. That is because of this kind of lie that they sold to many people. That during the war, Biafran embassy turned some people down from Middle Belt, blah, 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 blah. My brother, you people should come out from this shell. Come this shell of lie. Because it cannot benefit you anything. There is nothing like this. I have never come across this particular thing you wrote now. But it is good you say it. At least our leader, Mazen Namdekan, he's going to read it. When he read it, then he can, when he decides to, go into it, he will be able to, digress more. But based on my own understanding, something of that nature did not happen. It never took place in the history of Biafran war. That is why somebody from Okwane, whose name is Madoka, will tell you that it's not Igbo. That is why somebody from Edo State, where they call Iwakre, will tell you, ask me what is her name. His name is Chibeze. I ask him, "Are you Igbo?" He said, "No, I'm not from Igbo. I'm from the Edo State." Is it not crazy? And the Middle Belt. What is the meaning of Middle Belt? Middle Belt, is it your language? Middle Belt, is it your dialect? Middle Belt, what does it have to do with you? Middle Belt, the belt that is in the middle. Does it have any connotation with the person or the people you are or where you came from? Because every name that any community answer have connotation with them. It have connection with them. Since you have a name that doesn't have any connotation or meaning to your people, nothing whatsoever, how dare you keep answering such name? Does it make sense to you? Now, let me go to another question. And Bishop, you come again and say, "I suggest we focus more in achieving our goal, which is restoring our country, Biafra." No, you are wrong. Bishop Raymond, you are very, very, very wrong. Bishop Raymond, let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a small narrative of things you need to understand before you begin to reason properly. Because from your question here, it's like your house have catch fire. Your house is burning. Then instead of you to look for a means to quench the fire that is burning your house, you are trying to go into the house to go and take your phone, to go and take your clothes, your shoes, and inside that house your children are there. You have not fight to bring your children out of that house so they will not be burnt, so that they will not be killed, and you are fighting to take your belongings. That means those belongings you are taking is more important than your children that are in that house. It doesn't make sense to me. The reason why we should not focus on the struggle without tackling the problem that will bring the struggle down is because while you are busy trying to focus on the struggle, this idiot will be busy bringing the struggle down. So it's better you tackle and handle their sense of reasoning. If Emmanuel Ifeajuna they did not betrayed the war 1967 to 1970, if he did not leak the secret of all the strategies that Biafran warlords were having, if he did not go to the side of the enemy, him and his clique, and leak all the secret and betray the war we would have won. So, and if somebody like Emmanuel Ifeajuna was spoken to and convinced not to do what he did, we will have another story to be talking about today. But because he was bought over and the enemy used him properly against us, and it worked for them. So there are many people like that Ifeajuna inside IPOB today that our leader need to scold and talk sense into their blockhead so that they can receive sense and do things in a proper way and stop sabotaging the struggle. So it's like when you say you want to cook, but you don't want to put on fire first. My brother, are you going to cook on what? You have to gather your firewood. You have to fetch your matches. You have to get your kerosene if you want to cook with firewood. Then you'll be able to cook. If you want to use gas, you have to make sure that you have gas inside the gas tank or whatever. You have to make sure that you have the burner ready. If it is the automatic one, you make sure it's when you open it, the gas will light up. If you don't have a gas and you want to cook, how are you going to cook? You are preparing, you want to focus on the struggle, but the things that will make the struggle not to survive, not to come to fruition, you are not fighting it. You have to fight it and close it down. That is why what Ghana did when they wanted to liberate themselves from this shackle of darkness was to kill all the enemies. J.J. Lawrence brought them together. He called all of them came together. All those our enemies. J.J. Lawrence said he fired them. He wiped out all the enemies of Ghana. And after doing that, he moved forward and brought Ghana to what Ghana is today. Today, your people are going to Ghana. They are fetching Ghana like water. They are living in Ghana comfortably. There's light, there's good security, there's steady water supply, there's good road. I mean, in Ghana, things are moving smoothly. Not too much of burglary, like armed robbery and what have you. It's there, but it's not as much as here. Did you see it now? Did you understand, Mr. Raymond, why our leader is doing what he's doing? So if you want to focus on the issue of our Biafra without first and foremost fighting those who will not make that our plan to have our freedom come to pass, that means all his effort will be brought to ground zero. Thank you. Then Michael Ezaka, you said listening and watching from Vienna, Austria. All hail Biafra, children of light. Thank you, my brother. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, my brother. Like I said, whatever question you have, that how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing it that you don't like, bring it here. He is going to watch it. He is going to see it. He is going to respond to it at his own time. Yes, I am telling you that with every certainty that he must see it and he's going to watch it. And the God, you say the road are there to say it all. You all know the truth. You all know the truth. And Ben Jaffe, you said, my gallant soldier, God will bless you for the good work you are doing for us, Biafran. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you too. Please write me inbox, Ben Jaffe. I need to discuss something with you. First thing tomorrow morning. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. First thing tomorrow morning. Please write me, Ben Jaffe, inbox. I want to talk to you tomorrow morning. And Ben Jaffe, you said, okay, the same thing that you have written before. Let me see more questions. I need to question those things that you think Mazen Nankan is not doing well. Bring it to this program. I'm going to, address it, and he's going to read it, and he's going to address it too. Yes. Francis Ezoke is a gallant man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. 346 code. I got it. I got it, bro. Prince Ike say, yes, so you are very, our own very talented. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I found no fault from our able leader. God sent Mazen Namdekano. He's guided by the Holy Spirit. Thank you, brothers. Tell me that thing that Mazen Namdekano is not doing well, that you want to talk and nobody is allowing to say it. Say it here. You're allowed to say it. You are 100% allowed to say it. Bring all your question. Bombard him with those questions here. Not question with issues that you're having with him. I cannot trust Mazen Namdekano. This is my reason. I cannot follow him. This is my reason. He is supposed to do it this way. Say it here live, that he may say it. You may not have the opportunity to say it again, if not on this program. Yes, because he have a very big work that he's doing. Heavy work ahead of him, so he will not be touching all these issues. But why we are following him? If there are things that he is doing that is not that is not all good with us, we can also vent it out. We can vent it out. We can tell him that this one you are doing, we don't like it. This one you are doing, we don't like it. I would have want you if you are doing it this way, if you are doing it that way. So all the questions that you guys are bringing, I am there answering you, and he is going to answer you too. He is going to answer you too. So I'm still waiting for all your questions. Bishop Raymond said, white people have same issue of betrayal among themselves. That is for white people. I'm not here to talk about the white for now. I'm here to talk about Biafrans, because it is the Biafrans that sold Biafrans. It is Biafrans that opened what they call Connection House in Libya, where they are selling their own sister 2,500. It is our people that are bringing our women from Nigeria, from Biafra land, coming to Libya, selling them to the Arabs. It is our people. It is not the white. So if we cannot talk to such people to correct them, then we are in a very big trouble. If we can carry this kind of people and this kind of mindset into our beautiful nation, then we are going to have a very big problem. And Michael is, he said, listening and watching. Okay, I've read that before. And Peter N.D. Ejima say it is true that most of our riverine Biafrans survived the war because they denied their real identity. Okay, you say, is it true that most of our riverine Biafrans survived the war because they denied their real identity? You are sending in a question. You are sending in a question which I will answer you, but I would want you to focus on anything that you think that Mazen Namdekano is doing wrongly. Anything at all. How he's, moving this struggle that you are not conversant with, or that you are not pleased with, or that you are not okay with. Say it here. He is watching. He is going to read their message. Maybe it may be that thing that you say that may make him to have a rethink if truly he's not doing it well, because he's not God. He's not God. He's a human being like you and I. So for him to atone the level of understanding, for him to be moving over 70 million people, commanding a movement, the biggest mass movement on this planet Earth, of over 70 million intelligent people, wise people, up to this stage, it is not an easy task, bro. Check them now. Only your village ABC. If you are the PG, okay, let me not use the village. Only your family. If you are the most elder in your family, to control only your family members alone is a very big war. in Biafran land. You understand what I'm saying? To control your own people, your own view. Maybe you are the most elder in a family of 30 or 40 or 50, and you are the eldest, you are the decision maker. To handle them is a very big problem. Even as a father, you have 5 children, only 5 children, with your wife 6, with yourself 7, a family of 7. Some people find it difficult to control only 5 people, their own children, that you give birth to, that have every reason to respect you as a father. Yes, you find it difficult to control them. How much more being a village head or a community president general? Then you know how it is. How many enemies you have from that your own that you are controlling, that you are leading. How much more to be a councillor? How much more to be a local government chairman? How much more to be a senatorial zone senator or a House of Representative of a particular constituency? You know what? You know how difficult it is. But this is a man who is controlling millions and millions and millions and millions of people with only truth, a word from him. If you don't give him credit for that, then tell me why you cannot. That thing that is doing, that is not doing well, is what I want you to answer. It's what I want you to ask, because he's going to read your message first thing tomorrow morning. Now, coming back to the question Peter Ndi Ejima asked, he said, is it true that most of our reverend Biafrans survived the war because they denied their real identity? This your question is not very much clear to me. It's not much clear to me, because looking at this question, there's what I'm thinking that you want to say, but I don't want to guess it wrong. I want you to put it correctly. You say because of their true identity that they were saved because they denied their true identity. I don't understand. Can you bring back your question in a clear picture so that I understand what you mean? Is it true that most of them, of our people from different area, Biafrans, survived the war because they denied their real identity? What is their real identity, and why did they survive? I do not understand it. So put it in a clear picture where I can understand what you're talking about, so that I'll give you the correct answer, bro. Because if you had said that they did not survive because they denied their true identity, if you had said that they were killed because they denied their true identity, then I will understand. But say because they denied their true identity and they survived, meaning what? Are you talking about those who have betrayed Biafra, who have said that they are not part of Biafra? Is that what you mean? If what you are saying is about those who have said that they are not Biafra, for them to be alive, then I will tell you that Stella Damascus, the lady that is the Nigerian lady actress, that her surname was Ojukwu. You know, it's good to read, it's good to study, it's good to have information. It's good to read books. It's good to do research. When you research, you will know many things that you need to know. Still, Damascus' surname was Ojukwu. I've listened to her interview live on television set, and she said that during the war, excuse me, that her family changed their name from Ojukwu, so that they will not have any connection with Ojukwu family, so that the enemy will not come and kill them. Is that what you are driving to? But the real Ojukwu family never changed their name. They answer Ojukwu under the bomb, under the bomb attack on our people. Under the pogrom, they were still bearing the name Ojukwu After the pogrom, they were still bearing the name of Ojukwu. Up to today, they were still bearing the name of Ojukwu. Until tomorrow, they will still bearing the name of Ojukwu. All their life, that name Ojukwu will not die, because these are people who have hold their name in high esteem, with respect. Better to die with their original name than to adapt any fake name. But somebody like Stella Damascus, whose father and the family members automatically changed their name just because they were afraid of being killed. Go and check the history. You will see that they are cowards. There is nothing that will make me to change my name while I'm fighting for my freedom. That is why whenever I face the camera, I don't like wearing spec. Any day you see me wear spec, maybe it's for a reason. Because I want the whole world to see me and look at my face and know that I am not a terrorist, that I am a freedom fighter. And freedom fighters doesn't hide their face. I don't cover my face, I don't cover mask. No. But those who have changed their surname, what I'm telling you now, you can Google it and see it. You can check it on YouTube, Stella Damascus, a surname, Ojukwu, put bracket Ojukwu, you will see it right there. So if that is what you mean, bro, please come up with the question again so that I'll be able to fix your question well, so that I'll be able to clarify it. My brother Eddie OGE, I'm watching again. You're welcome. Carry on, brother, for the good work. Thank you very much. You are one of the men that are encouraging me in what I'm doing. Eddie, because of people like you, I am not looking back. Because of people like you, Ben Jaffe, and other people like that, especially my guys from Japan, I am not looking back. I am not even contemplating to go back. It's not even coming into my brain. I am moving forward because of people like you. Because you guys are encouraging me massively, telling me to continue doing the good job I'm doing. So, if you have any question, Amazichi Chukwu say, may God bless and honor the IPOB member and all the gallant men fighting for us. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. May God bless you too. What I need is question. I need those difficult questions that you need to, those words that you need to send to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that you are not able to do. Please, on this platform, bring it up. Flash Chelsea say, God bless Biafran, Umuchineke, and my leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. God bless you too, bro. Bring it up. Bring it up. Are you among the people that will like to change their surname? Because if you think that if you don't change your surname, that something will happen to you, and you are fighting for your freedom. I never changed my name. I never hide my face. Why am I hiding my face for? When Mandela was fighting for the South Africans to have their freedom, not that they want to divide the country, they were fighting apartheid. For a South African citizen, a black South African son or daughter to govern the people of South Africa. That is what he was fighting for. He never hid his face. He never covered his face. He was seen in the open. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started fighting this struggle, he never wear any mask. Now, Mazen Peter NDH must say again, for the sake of survival after the war, most of our people who bounce back from poverty throw away our core moral value. What is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doing to restore it? This question. You are asking me a question. I am not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I am telling you that if there is anything that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not doing well, try to get my English clear. English is not our language. It is a borrowed language. It's not our mother's tongue. But we are all speaking it because they colonized us and forced us speaking it. Ma ihe na-ajụ ebe a bụ ị na-ajụ ajụjụ kedu ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-eme banyere anụsịrị ọgụ our people ụmụnne anyị ndị gbanwere ọtụtụ ihe na be ha maka ihe ọgụ anụ. Kedu ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-eme maka ya? Ọ ihe ịjụ abụghị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-aza nka, mana dịka nghọta nke m si dị, how to my own understanding, what Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is doing is immense. He has been doing a lot already. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been able to speak to us. He's been able to convince us. He's been able to remind us of who we are, the core value that we have as a people, the potentials that we possess. He was able to dismantle every shackle of darkness and lies, deceit, divide and rule tactics in our land. He was able to destroy all of them completely. It is one of the things that he's doing. He is able to unite our people from the riverine area and the people from the hinterland. If you watch this program 5 years, 6 years ago, excuse me, if you talk about Biafra to somebody from Iguacha, known as River State, they will tell you, we are not Biafra. No, you people are calling us Biafra because of because of the oil in River State. It's because of our oil, the oil in Bayelsa. That is why you are dragging us into your Biafra. We are not among you. But now it is clear because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already, removed that backward mentality, that myopic mindedness of people from the riverine area, thinking that the oil is the reason why we want all of them to be acknowledged as a people. By telling them the truth that was hidden under the carpet, he broke it into pieces. Even the one that you call Asari Dokubo, Melford, Uzodimma, Asari Dokubo, was an Igbo man. It is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that exposed all this. So, and all the people who were saying, we are not Igbo, you are not Igbo, and their governor was Chukwubi Kemamechi. You are not Igbo, and their governor was Peter Odili Chukwuma. Peter Odili Chukwuma, happy Peter Bank and Docha, Odili Chukwuma. You are not Igbo, and their president, your former president, Azikiwe Ebele, Jonathan. You are not Igbo, and the current governor of River State, Afiabu Nyesum Muike. President, I don't need Roche guy. I don't know before name the front. So if you're asking me what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing, all this information I'm giving to you now, our people from the riverine area have seen it already, that they have no option than to accept who they are, which is we are one people. There is no more division. There's no more Niger Delta. There's no more South. There's no more Southeast. There's no more all these things that whatever names that are given to us. Middle Belt. We are Biafrans. It is part of the work Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing, because all those people who have thrown away our core value system, our core value, have begun to pick it up now, to know that oil that they are crying for, which they are not even taking, is not the reason why we want to we want to fight together as a people. Because if you want to talk about the oil, I will remind you that the first place that oil was found in Nigeria wasn't in Oloibiri. It wasn't. Forget about that, their narrative, about that, their lies. Oil was first discovered in Imo State, and that is why the first headquarters of Shell was located in Owerri. Google it now. Google it and see it yourself. Google it and you're going to see it. There is no how Shell will have a headquarters in a state where oil is not found. Those days. Forget about moving all the headquarters of all NNPC, Shell, and what have you to Abuja now because of the capital city, whatever. They situated their capital in Owerri because oil was found in Imo State first. For your information. So, and now, there is nobody who can categorically tell me that he or she have seen a tanker carrying crude oil from Anambra State None of you can tell me that she or he have seen a tanker carrying crude oil from Imo State. None of you can tell me that he or she have seen a tanker carrying oil from what do you call it, from Abia State. But all these places, there are oil. There is even oil in Enugu State. There is oil in Ebonyi State. There is oil in Eda. There is oil in Ogun. For your information. And you know the funniest thing? The day I found out this truth, the day I stumbled upon this truth, my head was doing me whoom, 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 whoom. I said, thank God for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank God for Radio Biafra. Thank God for history. Because truth is like a seed. If you bury truth in the ground, give it time, it will look as if it is dead. At the time, it will spring up. That is why the sun is the energy that every living thing needs. And the sun is light. All of you knows what is called photosynthesis. You know what is called phototropism. We are all well read. When that truth that is buried as a seed is coming out of the ground, it is looking for sun. It is the sun energy that makes that truth that is buried to come out. And once it comes out, everybody will see it. Before you know it, it will grow. Before you know it, it will begin to bear fruit. Are you with me? Is that clear to you? Because you're asking what our leader is doing to our people from the river area, have thrown away our common value. These are the things our leader have done. Our leader, and don't forget that once you bury anything in the ground as seed, it have to decay first. After it decayed, it will now come out. The mother earth will now, it will be renewed like an eagle. The mother earth will now give it the taproot. And from that taproot, it will suck from that earth and look for sun to come out. And that is how the truth that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is giving to our people from that part of the world. Our people from the riverine area. That is, I just use a seed buried as example. That is how truth is. So they throw all the truth away, but they buried it on in the ground, forgetting that it will germinate. Now, let me tell you the truth about what I was talking about. There's what is called directional drilling. Directional drilling is a system of drilling whereby a pipeline is put in Imo State underground, milking oil from Imo State down to Bayelsa State. From Abia State, the underground, you will not see the pipeline milking oil, sucking oil down to the place they call River State. Taking oil underground from Anambra State down to Delta State. And the same thing happened with Enugu and the boy. It is called directional drilling. Not any pipeline. We now made money in buy, sending it to that place, and they call it Bayelsa oil. They call it River oil. They call it Icho oil. And some of you doesn't know. And Enugu, Abia State and the Imo State is currently among the so-called Niger Delta. Yes, if you don't know, go and check it. Why did they give them that status of Niger Delta? It's a question. They gave them that status of Niger Delta because there's oil. They are oil producing states. But have you ever seen a tanker carrying the oil? And these our brothers and sisters from this side of the world, from Bayelsa, from Cross River, from Akwa Ibom, from Rivers, from Delta, from Edo, we are seeing the struggle for Biafra as if it is because of the oil in their in their states that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs for us to, march together as a people. but they forgot that the name of their governors are Igbos. We are one people. They forgot that the same way you get married from with a woman from Delta State is the same way you get married from a woman from Enugu. They forget that the same way if somebody die in Bayelsa, the same way the burial rite is done is the same way it is done in Imo State. They forget that the same way the New Yam festival that you are celebrating right in Anambra is the same way that is being celebrated in Edo State where you call Iwakri. So our leader have done a lot. I think I've answered that question and I need more. We are IPOB. That question was supposed to be for him, for Mazin Nandekan, but I think I've answered him on my own capacity. Yes, I am still waiting. I am waiting. I'm waiting for your questions. Mazi Samuel Chibuzo, aka Ekuhel, or hey Biafra, bro. Francis says, okay. The gallant man, thank you, bro. I need a question. I need a question. I need a question. Actually, I'm what Ajuju. John Majuju, you patara more than Juno. If you don't have, okay, let's put it like this. If you don't have any complaint about how Mazi Nandekan is doing it wrong, and you have a question to ask, maybe if it's something that I can answer within my power, I will do that without hesitation. I don't run away from question. I don't run away, and I can never run away from question. So if you want to ask any question, please go ahead and ask me the question. I'll answer you. I have much to ask, and I wish I can get through to him with call on his live broadcast. Tomorrow morning is going to be on live program tomorrow morning. Yes, but so as I'm telling you that he's going to read their message here, you think I'm joking? I'm not joking, Peter. Ndi Ejima. Try and call the program tomorrow morning. If you are lucky enough, he will pick up your call. He doesn't censor any call. Our leader does not censor call. He doesn't have the name of anybody that want to answer his call, or somebody that he doesn't want to answer his call. He answer call randomly. If you're lucky enough, he will pick up your call. But those questions that you have, can you be bringing it out up here? Because I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Achọrọ m ka nzo na ajụjụ ọ bụ na nwere ife Nnamdi Kanu na-adịrị eme ọfụma ịlaikere onye ebe a ka ewuru ofu mkpụrụ gbagbo nnu n'iri. You don't go back and you sit in your house and be gossiping, talking, and Nnamdi Kanu is not doing it well. He's like this, he's like this, he's like that. No. Here is an opportunity. Here is a great opportunity for you to ask him, or for you to contribute to say, our leader, this one that you are doing is not good, though. This one that you're doing is not good, though. I want to know why you are doing it like this, why you are doing it like this, why you are doing it like this. This is what I'm expected of you guys. And the question is not coming forth. Only the few questions that come, I think I've answered all of you. So I need more questions. More questions, please. I beg of you. I the beg on. Tell me why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what he's doing wrong, how he's not doing it right. If I don't have much question from our brothers this night, that maybe I will have to, redo this program and do it during daytime, because I need hard-hitting questions. I need hard-hitting. Yeah, copy. I do more commentary that what he's doing that is not well. Anayo Alawoke Mazi, I don't know if Facebook cut me off from your platform. I don't receive notification anymore. If you don't receive notification, bro, please try and click on the notification box once again, so that you'll be able to receive it. Facebook is really fighting me. I'm sorry about that, but they are really fighting me. Yes, but they will not win. Instead, I will win them. because I have committed no crime. I am only using their platform. They are making money from me, making money from you. Let me tell you, Biafrans, one thing. The money that Facebook is making from Biafrans and Radio Biafra in this agitation, if you count it into dollar, it is millions. Imagine running live program worldwide. Imagine how many million people, millions of Biafrans who are always online, talking, burning our hard-earned money, and yet Facebook still have the effronteries to keep blocking our viewers, still cutting our programs short because of the money that was given to them by the Nigerian government. Facebook, you are not doing yourself well. History will go down with you for fighting against the people who are fighting for their freedom. And my greatest surprise is that the owner of Facebook is a Jewish. Are you aware that Mark Zuckerberg is a Jewish? He is a Jewish. He's of a Jewish lineage. Yes, of course. So if a Jewish lineage, who his fathers were like us, that had the same issue we are having right now in Nigeria, and they fought themselves out of that problem, and Israel was declared as a nation, and today Israel is doing marvelously well. If Israel were still under subjugation, if Israel is still under the occupation of the enemies, if Israel is still being massacred as Adolf Hitler did to them so many years ago, will somebody like Mark Zuckerberg be alive? Will you be alive? You wouldn't. But God bless you, and you use this platform to make money and make them for yourself and make information to be easy. Because before this social media of Facebook that we are using today, a lot of things were happening underground which nobody knows. But with Facebook, if something is happening in Akure right now, bam, you see it on Facebook. If something is happening in Obete, you see it bam on Facebook. So Facebook, we are making more money by promoting us, allowing us to bring all the happenings within the world, especially here where they call Africa. You're making more money. Your business is trending. Your account keeps growing fat every now and then, and you still cut us off. People are complaining that they don't get a notification from me anymore. That is why when I'm doing my program, I don't the kind of followers that I have and the number of people who are watching my program is limited, because you people keep cutting short my followers and blocking my notification that people may see and join my program. It is only that cause those who are deeply rooted in the struggle that follows me, that watch the program. But I don't give a toss, because I know that after I share it, it will go viral. Whether it is 5 people that watch my program, I am still going to post it, and it will be shared, and it will go viral. So Facebook, your fight is not going to yield any good seed for you. Madelaka, I go to you. Even say that you are not even receiving it either. I don't know if the notification button is not added to my work. I don't know. I just don't know. And sometimes I keep checking on it to see if there is any issue. That is why I'm using phone. Sometimes I use phone to check what is happening. So if you are my follower, kindly follow me on Mazi Opaleze Chukwubikem. That is a page. I think there is limit to what Facebook does in page, because page is like. So they cannot block you, they cannot stop the notification from coming on page. But what I'm using is my normal Facebook. So what I'm using is not Facebook, but I am trying to let my friends know my page. They like my page. Once they like my page, then the game is over. If I'm hosting my program there, you will see the notifications. That is my page name. I have not really been using it. I have not really been using it because I have lower number of followers there, and I need all my friends to know that I have such platform. And I know with that page, when I'm broadcasting, all of you will have notification that Master Okpele is online live. So my brother, back to the topic of the day. What is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doing that you don't like, that doesn't occur well with you, that is not good at all to your own liking, or it is good but it's not the way you want it? Bring it up here. Let me treat the fuck up right now. Don't sleep with it this night. Make sure you voice it out. Make sure you say it, because he is going to listen, he's going to watch it, he's going to read your message. It is very, very important that you all know that as I'm talking to you, that he's going to read it, he will read it. And that thing that you say that is not doing well, maybe he will be able to do it well. Who knows? And he's a good man. He listens to everybody. Mazi listening to everybody. When they go in, he listens to everybody. Your idea is important. Your suggestion is important. Your input is important. Whatever you say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will listen to you. So do not think that your contribution or trying to say something that he is supposed to do that he's not doing is not making sense. It does make sense. So say it. Those that have written here, I think I've been able to address their case. Yes. Then if you have a question that you think you want to ask, go ahead. Ask your question. If I can answer you, I'll answer you. If I can't, when he read, he will relate to you. You will be surprised that whatever you ask here, maybe in some of his programs, he's going to talk about it. You may be surprised. Who knows? You don't know, but I know. Understand? So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not God. He is a human being, and he is a freedom fighter. And Ojukwu made some mistakes during the war. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and studied all those mistakes and trying to correct them. Now, if there is a mistake you have found out that he's making, and you think he needs to be corrected, bring it up. Not turn into a saboteur. You listen to him today, tomorrow you turn to a saboteur. You begin to talk rubbish. You begin to write behind you. You create a fake account and begin to talk rubbish. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. The only thing that will make sense here is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like our brother stated before, he said he likes him, he loves him, but talking down on our people does not is not good for the struggle. I clarified him and I told him why it's happening. So I want you also, you that is watching this program now, to type in the comment box what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing that you don't like. Nobody is going to call you here or anything as long as this platform is concerned. If you ask a question that makes sense, I will answer you. And Nwakego Oji said, Mazi, do not miss words. He tell it like it is, and I like his words. Thank you. Thank you. The way it is, that is how he said it. But you know one thing about our people doesn't have this called mental toughness. Our people lack mental toughness. Some of our people are weak class. They are not strong mentally. Being strong physically has nothing to do with being strong mentally. Resistant spirit and persistent spirit is what drags you to the place of your success. If you are able to resist anything like fear and be consistent in that, in trying to achieve that which you are fighting for, you will get to the place. You get to the place you're going to. Then Johnny said, Nothing in any thing that he is not doing well. He is doing every single thing well, right. And I greet all. I right and great. Okay, so everything well, right and great. All thanks to God for sending him to us. Thank you, my brother. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. And Obama, you say, Mazi, good morning. Kindly type out your page. Okay. Let me type out my page because my brother have asked me to do so. I am going to send it in the comment box. Mazi Obaleze Chukwubikem. As a matter of fact, let me copy the page. Give me 1 minute. Let me copy the page and paste the link here. You can keep sharing it so that our people will like it, because that side will have a lot to do and our enemy cannot be able to bring us down there, because on page things work faster and better, because it's just like once you click like, you are there. Once you click like, you are there. But this one, once they want to bring down my followers, they just go to those followers. Sometimes I will see that I have 15,000 followers. Before you know it, the 15,000 followers will drop to 14,850. I will say, I see Facebook. See Facebook then. So they think they can cover me to come down to their level. You know, they can frustrate me. They cannot. They cannot. They cannot frustrate me. They know feed. They never born in Papa well. Ah, Uno can have one. Facebook can have one. They are learners. They are learning. So I want to send it in the comment box, and like my page, like my page, like my page, and share it widely. Yes, like it, because I want it to have much number of my followers before I go there. Like my page, like my page, like my page, like my page. If I can, yes, I have sent it as a message here. I've sent it as a message here, and I am going to post it also on my main wall. I'm going to post it on my own wall as well. So you can rebroadcast and share it widely. You can rebroadcast and share it widely. You can rebroadcast and share it widely. Like my page. Like my page. It is very, very simple. Once you like my page, you will be there. Because on that page, you will be able to get every information that is needed. You will get every information, whatever you want. Once you are liking my page, you will get it there, live and direct. You can as well share it on your wall. Yes, yes. And Mazi Nandekano, Peter N.D. Ejima said, Mazi Nandekano in his last broadcast said his role model is his father and the Delegiwa. I know he holds Ojukwu in high esteem, but I think he has to constantly profess it to carry all our veterans along. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I'm coming. Please, pardon me. It's getting stuffy, so I need to, put on my fan. I need to put on my fan. 1 minute, please. It's getting stuff here. Oh yeah, I am back. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, lovers of freedom. Then for Nanya Rienne as Magadero Nama. I am back again. And once my job became President, your host and presenter of Aside Hot. That's how they bring them. You know the topic we are treating this evening, and so far so good. I've been interacting with you guys. I call it midnight chat with Biafrans, and I think it's our brothers, those who are living in abroad mostly, because of time zone, especially those in America. It is still their day. I think it is not their night, their evening, and they are all online, chatting with me. Share this program and follow my page. Mazi Obaleze Chukwu became. If you follow my page, once I am broadcasting there, you will get every information you need there, because we are IPOB, we are Indigenous People of Biafra. And the question that I asked this night is, what is the fault you think you have found with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not God. And somebody asked a question. A brother asked a question before I left. He asked a question. He said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his last broadcast said his role model is his father and Delegiwa. Now, my brother, I like the question. I like your contribution so far. You are kind of person that asks so many questions. And while you are asking so many questions, make sure you are learning. Make sure you are learning, not just to just ask questions. When you ask questions, then you learn. You learn, not just asking questions. So, first and foremost, I want to uh, look at that word, role model. What role model means? Role model simply means a person who someone admires and whose behavior they try to copy. Do you understand it? Role model means a person who someone admires and whose behavior they try to copy. Do you understand that? I hope you understand the meaning of role model. Do you understand that? Or should I post it for you to read? That is role model. Why didn't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say that that his mother is his role model? Why? And all of us know that 95% of us love our mother more than our father, because of the closeness and the upbringing and the fight between us and our mothers. When a child is growing, the child doesn't cry, "Daddy, you, Daddy, you," when he beat that. What the child cries is, "Mommy, you, Mommy, you," because mommy is always at home, mommy is always providing for them, mommy is always giving them everything they want, mommy is the one that is packing their physics, mommy is the one bathing them. As a matter of fact, while I was growing up, I thought it was my mother that was paying my school fees. I thought it was my mother that was buying my school books, my school uniform. I thought it was my mother who was feeding me. I thought it was my mother who was taking care of everything in the house. Do you know why? Because I was with my mother 247 until I grew to a certain age, when I begin to know that all this money is coming out from the sweat of my father. But mother is the one who is taking care of all of us from A to Z. Fathers are out there hustling. And that is why it's very important that if you are paying your children's school fees, sometimes do go by yourself and pay, so that your children will see that you're the one paying, not only mother. So if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, having known that we love our mothers so much, choose to say that his father and Delegiwa are his role model, he may have 2,000 role models, he may have 1 million role models, But mentioning only the two doesn't mean that he did not acknowledge Ojukwu as his role model. As a matter of fact, if you are listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back in 2012, 2013, 2014, you will hear him saying that Ojukwu is a man that he respects with every pint of his blood. That Ojukwu is a man that he can swear with everything in him that he can be trusted, because Ojukwu never betrayed. Ojukwu used his father's property to fight the war. He loved Ojukwu so much, he commended Ojukwu so much, and he respected Ojukwu so much. He acknowledged him as the people's general. President Nana have never addressed him as Ojukwu. He called him Chukwuemeka General, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, the people's general, the finest army commander in the whole West Africa. Is Ojukwu. Those are the words of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So if you are not privileged to have listened to those days when he was talking massively about Ojukwu, I want to bring it to your hearing today, because some of us joined this struggle newly. Some of us joined this struggle maybe last year. Some joined even this year. Some joined even last month. Some joined last 2 years. But we that have been here from the beginning, we knew how it is. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never talked down on Ojukwu. As a matter of fact, there was a war that was supposed to happen in Biafran land when Yakubu Gowon wanted to come to Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University in Uli to give speech. Radio Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu commanded our men on the ground and said that if this man known as Gowon that fought and killed our people, 5.something million of our people, will come to the school that was named after Ojukwu to urinate on the graveyard of Ojukwu and all the Biafran that is killed, that we are going to kill him. Men dedicated their life to die that very day. Some of you doesn't know when all these things are happening. You are newcomers. You just joined the struggle yesterday, but I cannot blame you, because some will but people like us that knows what's up, that have been there, will be correcting those narratives and explaining things that you need to know. So that very day, men were dedicated to die. If Gowon had attended that meeting, they say it was convocation, whatever they call it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on Radio Biafra. He have given his command that Gowon must not come. That if Gowon come, that he will die in Biafra land that very day. That is to tell you how much Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lost Ojukwu. That is to tell you how much Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have protected Ojukwu's name. That is to tell you how much Mazi Nnamdi Kanu respected that man called Ojukwu. So that he didn't mention his name as his role model and mention Delegua and his father. He shouldn't hold it as anything, because in the past he have acknowledged him as his role model, and meanwhile he have already given you the true meaning of role model. A role model is a person whom someone admires and whose behavior they try to copy. As simple as ABC. Now, if I should break it further down for you to understand, my brother who asked this question, Peter Ndi Ejima, you are making this program more sweet because you are asking questions, and these are the kind of people that I want to, when I'm hosting my play, I like them to be online. If it is issue that has to do with questions, you bring it up so that I will digress and digest it. I will break it into pieces. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to throw it as bomb, but I'm here to pieces it, to give it to you, with the size that you can swallow. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to hide it, boom, 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 boom. But we are here to break it down. However, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not smoke. He does not take alcohol. I'm telling you, because he's my boss. He's a man that I've worked with for so many years. Ojukwu smokes and Ojukwu drinks. So if you want to balance the shit of that role model, which means somebody you want to copy, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wouldn't copy that part of Ojukwu of smoking, because he's not a smoker. Try to understand. Try to understand. I am not trying to use this to justify the whole case, but I have told you how he loved Ojukwu, how he have defended him, both life or death and everything. But when you're looking critically to that war, role model, you understand where I'm going to. So he knows, he chooses his word perfectly on that part, on that aspect. And I believe you must concur with me with my explanation. I see the heart, that's how they bring us night. But it is a chat. As you are writing, I'm responding. That is, we are chatting together. And I'm happy whenever I'm talking to you guys. I feel like I won a lottery because I am doing that which I was born for. I was born for this struggle. I was born to work with Mazen Namdekan. I was born to make sure that Biafra is restored in my own lifetime, so that my children, so that your children, so that my generations to come, so that your generation to come will not undergo what we are undergoing now, so that will not suffer what we are suffering now, so that they will not trek from here to Morocco, so that they will not trek from here to Libya, so that our sisters, our children, our female children will not be taken to Libya at Connection House and sold at the rate of $2,500, so that our, oh God, shit. My brothers and my sisters, sometimes I get so emotional with what is happening to us and why we all should come together as a people and fight for freedom once and for all. Because God will not forgive me if I leave my children to inherit this sufferness. God will not forgive me if I allow my children to inherit this backwardness. God will not forgive me if I allow my children to inherit this pain. He will not forgive me. It is better I die with my feet standing, with my shoulders standing high, fighting for my freedom, than to die on my knees as a slave. God forbid. So, my brother, I think I've answered your question. Bring it up. I'm here. And don't forget to share my page, Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubikem. Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubikem. I share it on my wall. You like the page, you share it with somebody, share it with your own friends will also like it. So if I have much people there, you will not see me with Facebook struggling here. I will go to my page. That is it. If I am hosting program every time, advertising my page extensively, some of you may think that I have something sinister about my page. No, my page is better than this my wall, because there you just click like you are there. You just click like you are there. Are you getting what I'm saying? So these are the things that you need to know. So my brother, based on the question that you asked, I think I have answered you. Let me look if there's another question here. Matthew said, I have found you on Facebook and I like the page. Thank you, my brother Matthew. May bless you for liking my page. Share it also so that your friends will also like it. And when actually is our Biafra come? For how long will we continue this our internet war? Sly Joe, if you want to sleep, I advise that you should go back to bed and sleep. Go and sleep. It is this ancient internet war that have brought the zoo called Nigeria on their knees. It is this internet war that have made all the people from Ibanke to acknowledge and know that they are Biafrans. It is this internet war that have made the people of Benue State, Idoma, to acknowledge that they are Biafrans. If you have not seen the video, one day I am going to run a video package program where I will be, anything I tell you, I will show you the video. Everything I tell you, I show you the video, to acknowledge that they are Biafrans. It is this same internet war that have made the people of Igala in Kogi State to acknowledge that they are Biafrans. It is this same internet war that have made our people from place they call Delta State to know they are Biafrans and to liaise with Mazen Namdekan. It is this same internet war that have made our brothers and sisters from Ogoja, from Ikom, from Ikotekbene, from Uyo, from Umbiama, from Opubo, oh my goodness me, from what do you call it, from Bayosa, to know that they are one people. This thing that you call internet war, this struggle that you call internet war, when actually is our Biafra come, and for how long are we going to continue this internet war? You call it internet war, right? You call it internet war. There is what is called a derogatory word. Don't use it on my program, because I will shred you with it. I will bring it and rub it on your face. What we are doing is we are sensitizing our people. If you don't know it, you know it now, because information is power. If you don't have information, you are a dead man walking. All the things I am explaining here, some of you that are watching doesn't know it. Some of you know it. And there are people who just joined this struggle yesterday. If we are not talking on internet, trying to educate our people, trying to set the record straight, some of you wouldn't know what is happening. You just joined the struggle today or joined yesterday. You will be talking like just this, like Joe. It's like you just joined this struggle this morning, and you are calling what we are doing in this internet war. And you are asking, when will Biafra come? What have you done, Sly Joe? What have you done in support of this war that you want to come, that you want to take out of internet? What have you done? Are you a member of IPOB? Have you contributed any dime to it? No. You come on Facebook to say that it is internet war, and they're asking when Biafra will come. Biafra will come when you join the struggle. Biafra will come when you pay your monthly dues. Biafra will come when you convince your village people, your family, and tell them that they should join IPOB. Biafra will come when all of us individually in our respective angle doing work together to get Biafra to be restored. Biafra will not fall from heaven. Biafra is not manna that fell from heaven olden days. Manna doesn't fall anyhow, it doesn't fall anymore. You have to work for it. So the work that we are doing now is not just internet war as you call it. We are uniting our people. We are bringing the struggle to the knowledge of every Dick and Harry. We are taking it to every nook and cranny. For example, before now, our mothers were not in the struggle, but today I can tell you that 70% of Biafran women are in this struggle, both old women and young women. As I'm talking to you right now, go to any market space and shout Biafra. All the old women will come out and support you. I'm telling you, Sly Joe. Just try to go to any market in Biafra land, be it in Delta State or be it, just shout, carry a megaphone and say Biafra, Biafra. Every woman, all our mothers will come out. It is because of this same internet war that you call internet war. I don't know why some of you doesn't know how to use words. If you want to use your words, you use it properly. Don't sound like a kid, because I don't mean to insult you. But do not insult yourself with your kind of comment. If you have come here to mock the struggle, please go and sleep. That is what I mean. Please go and sleep. And Anayo Alamuke, you said he acknowledged him as one internal supreme leader. Of course, that is how our leader acknowledged Ojukwu. Thank you so much for that. Our leader, what is Joe doing to help Biafra to come? That is what I'm asking him, my brother and my sister, Mwake Goji. I don't know what he's doing to help the struggle. I don't know what Joe is doing to help the struggle. He is here asking, when will Biafra come? And when are we going to stop the internet war? But you haven't done anything. You are waiting in your room. You are waiting. You sit down in your comfort zone, and men are dying. Sly Joe, do you know that people were kidnapped? Do you know that people were poured acid? Do you know that people were jailed? Do you know that people were shot dead? Do you know that 150 people were shot at a camp, killed at a camp? Do you know that 28 men died in Mazen Nandekano's house, defending Mazen Nandekano? Do you know that hundreds of our people were killed in Aba? Do you know that a lot of them were killed in Delta State? Do you know that a lot of them? Do you know that our mothers were locked up by Korocha in Imo State? Do you know? Do you have idea? Our people were shot in Beyosa. All these people that have given their life is what you are calling internet war. Shame on you, my brother. You are ashamed, they shame me, according to those who are who speaks what do you call it, broken. My brother, you're ashamed, they shame me. You are ashamed, they shame me. People we are physically, you have seen the foot soldier of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, haven't you? Before, you people say that he's internet broadcaster, he's internet noise making, he's internet, but you saw his foot soldier. You saw the day that BSS marched in his house and gave him salute. You saw men. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has over 2 million volunteered soldiers on the ground. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have over 2 million. 2 million. I didn't say 200,000. I didn't say 20,000. I didn't say 200,000. I said over 2 million. You that is saying that, well, this is internet war. When is it going to end? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have over 2 million soldiers. Not soldiers that were paid to be soldiers, but soldiers that were volunteered their life to die and defend motherland. And you are calling it internet war. You sound like one of these fulefus that hide under a fake account to comment nonsense. But I will not insult you. But I will address you with the kind of word you brought to this program. If you don't know how to talk, go and sleep. If I am one of these charlatans that are insulting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, by now, the kind of word I'll be dishing out to you, you will say, look at the way he's insulting me because I asked question. But your question is mockery. It's the kind of mockery. So you don't bring such question like you are mocking the struggle when you have not done anything. Sly Joe, your father did not do anything in support of this struggle. Your mother did not do anything in support of this struggle. Your brothers and your sisters, your family members, none of them have done anything. And you are sitting at your comfort zone, maybe somewhere in China or somewhere in Dubai with free internet access, asking, when are we going to make this Biafra come and end this internet war? You are who is fighting internet war. Are you normal at all? I don't think you are normal. If you are normal, you wouldn't use that word. I will respond to them, my brother Obamatthew, comedian eyes. I have to respond to him. Thank you, my brother. You say no voice like yours. Yes, I have to tell them the truth, what we were passing through and what is happening to us. And this guy is here asking us, when will Biafra come, so that the war, the internet war will end? So you call it internet war, and you did not see the foot soldier. You didn't see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the Ebonyi State, where his followers use hand to carry police vehicle, carry army vehicle out of the road. You didn't see it. Okay, you didn't see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when we were entering Ebonyi State, as he was marching into Ebonyi. And the cordons of army checking points, we break all of them. We break the first one, break the second one, break the third one, break the fourth one. 5 cordons of army checking points. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, with his security on the ground, break them. And we came into Ebonyi State. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu handled microphone and preached in the midst of over 5,000 to 6,000 gathering. 5,000 to 6,000 gathering within that axis, and going outside, over 10,000 people out on the street. You didn't see them. You only see. Euphoria. Was that on internet? Was that gathering in Ebonyi State on internet? Did you see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when he went to Igbocha, Nobibo, where they call Port Harcourt? Did you see the cycle that was made? Did you see the cycle of great men and women, gallant soldiers surrounding him? Over 10,000 of them who are ready to die for this Biafra to come. You didn't see it. What about Inowere? Right in the front of Governor's house over. Did you see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that came out and gave us the signal of freedom, of fighting on? Did you see it? You did not. Did you see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in Omoba? Did you see the crowd that followed him? So why are you people so stupid? Why are you so stupid? Why are you so myopic? to say internet war, as if you have not seen him on the ground. He came out of prison. He started evangelizing on the ground. After telling Buhari that you cannot jail me, that you are not educated enough to jail me, you are a madman. Was that internet war? My brother, I don't think you need much of my attention, because let me attend to those who are making sense. Those who country come now go mama tangsa. Mazi Obama, you say Mazi, in as much as we are educating people, don't respond to some if questions. No. When them asking you if I boycotted that his question, if I didn't say anything about it, his kind will copy it and resend it again. Yes. His kind of people will also copy it and resend it. In other words, trying to mock what we are doing, calling it internet war, when they saw the war on the ground, when they saw his foot soldiers. And this man that is talking about, have not contributed for one bullet. The next thing he will say, hey, let us go and fight, let us go to war. And he cannot provide one knockout. I have to respond to them. That is why I'm here. If Mazen Nandekanu, he doesn't have time for all these little tattoos, we are here to handle your case and to wash you clean. My panty go, my obrum, my panty, my bra, how my go on the obu, my neck again, my trousers again. One naga see a sapun of more. We're going to pump Kaina Suno, one in a million who no chimney. Kaya sapun, Kai Milwaukee brew that dirty moon. Then Peter A.D. Ejima said, Mazen Namdekano has emphasized that we are related to Ambazonia. Is there any way we can render any help to them now that they are being highly persecuted by Paul Biya regime? Well, brother, the truth is that our people are living there. Our land was ceded to them. Prior to the war, a lot of things happened. Because some of us, not some of us, most of us, first of all, is a small quantity, but most of us. For example, let me say, if I should use the normal terms in percentage, about 95% of us didn't know what happened during the war. Yes. That land, that Ambazonia land, 80% of them are our people. For your information, 80% of them are our people. The whole Bakassi Peninsula are our people, Biafrans. And Biafrans of Igbo speaking are much there. There are Calabas there. There are Gojas there. There are Cross Rivers there. There are Waibons there. There are Rivers people there. But because Nigerian government wanted to enter our land from the backyard, they wanted to enter Biafran land from backyard. They think that that is the only area they can follow to, attack us. Obasanjo, being the man who led the troop that was coming from that exit to attack us, wanted to use that side from the Cameroon, from the English-speaking Cameroon, to invade our land. And the president of Cameroon, as at then, told him that if we are giving you entrance from this place to go and invade these people, you are ceding this land to us. Because it is not Yoruba land, because it is not Hausa land, it is still the land of the people that they are fighting to destroy. They said, okay, no problem. So they ceded the whole Bakassi Peninsula to them. And most of this land are the place they call Ambazonia today. I am telling you the gospel truth. Our leader will be able to expatiate on this, but based on what I know, they ceded that land to them. It was signed and sealed. Then after the war, all the presidents that have ruled this country have refused to allow Cameroonians to take hold of that signature which they signed, because after the war, they found out that there's too much oil in that Bakassi Peninsula. Too much oil is deposited in that land, in that Amazonia. So they waited, because the wise man says that whatever that goes up must surely come down. That is the force of gravity. So you cannot defy that force of gravity. You cannot. And any evil that you do will wait for you. So it happened that the same Obasanjo who signed the treaty, the paper for our land to be given to Cameroonians, came into power. And they were then, but before then, Abacha fought them. Abacha pushed the Cameroonians, pushed them far back. I'm talking about Bakassi Peninsula. But don't forget that the people of the English-speaking Cameroon and the what do you call them, and the Francophone, they signed treaty to come together. There was agreement for them to march as a nation, but Nigeria did not have any agreement with the people living in Nigeria. The Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa did not sign any agreement. But the Amazonians, the English-speaking and the Cameroon and the French-speaking, they signed an agreement, a mutual agreement to come together. So that agreement can be revoked as well. Before they now ceded Bakassi Peninsula, a large quantity of land filled with milk and honey was ceded, added into the English-speaking part. Are you with me, my brother? So asking what we can do to help them is like asking what one who is a slave can do while he's still a slave. Okay, let me know you a slave, a servant. Let me just use it to sum up this your question. Why you are still serving your masters? There are certain things you don't do because you are not free. If you're serving your master, you cannot buy an expensive cloth or shoe or wristwatch because the money does not belong to you. If you buy it, your master will say you have spent his money. He's going to hold you responsible and you're going to pay. If you're still serving your master, you cannot buy a car. If you're still serving your master, you cannot build a house. If you're still serving your master, there are many things you cannot do because you are limited to things that you can do. Whatever you are doing while serving your master is underground. Maybe or you do one or two business that is not your master's money, you make money. You cannot do something that your master will see. Once he sees it, he'll come after you. All the years you have spent serving him will go in vain because he will say that you have carried his money. Do you understand it? Yes. Onye rijuru afọ biriju afọ onye ga-enye open rijuru afọ ya chọrọ na polisi. We are still fighting ourselves out of this damnable contraption. So we will not come and carry Amazonia on our back. What we do is to fight side by side with them. That is what we can do, to fight side by side with them, to have alliance in terms of strategy, in terms of military strategy, in terms of war strategy, in terms of freedom fighting strategy, which I believe that our leader is in talk with the leader of Amazonia. I saw him with the man. I think was it in US or somewhere. They snap picture together. Maybe you have not seen it. The leader of Amazonia. I hope I have answered your question, my bro. So we need to fight side by side with them. Not that we are going to help them now, because we need to help ourselves first. We need to help ourselves first. If we can't help ourselves, we cannot help someone else. It is when we have helped ourselves, then we'll be able to help someone else. But in other words, while we are fighting, they are fighting. We can share strategies. You can share ideas. Within that bordering area, we can say, okay, we are going to do it like this, we're going to do it like this. And while we are fighting, we're going to strategize this way, we are going to strategize this way. If you people need some men to come and support, maybe within the boundary where our enemy can come and fight us, if they are coming from there, you people can attack them. If we are fighting from this side, if the enemy want to come and attack you people from our own side, we will attack them. That is how it is done. Not that we will carry them on our shoulder. Are you with me? Okay, let me go back to the question that is coming forth. And Peter Ndi Ejima, you are giving me enough questions as I like, and I think I'm doing my best in my analysis. And Morgan Ivan said, did he know that 28 men fell in Mazinarikan compound, or is that on internet war? To my brother, our people says that when somebody speak, you will know how they reason, because even the Bible says that out of the abundance of heart the mouth speaketh. Out of the abundance of heart the mouth do what? Speaketh. When somebody talk, you will know if that person is intelligent, if that person is smart, if that person is a fool. So there are questions that when somebody asks, you'll be asking yourself, does this person have common sense at all? My brother, by the way, common sense is not common. Common sense is more expensive than silver and gold. Because if you don't have it, you don't have it. That is why the Bible we're reading, I always like to use Christianity Bible to give my analysis, because most of our people are Christians. 80% of our people are Christians, so they believe in the word of God. So I use it to analyze things. When two women were fighting over a child, and that child was brought to King Solomon, and the one that has own baby died, asked King Solomon to divide the baby into two, so that she will take one and the other woman will take one. That is the Bible story. I don't know if it actually happened. I don't know if it did not happen, but I learned something from it. And that is common sense played a very big role there. A role that silver and gold, dollars, pound sterling cannot play. Then common sense played the role there. And the woman the original owner of that baby begged the king, please do not kill my baby. Keep the baby. Nurture the baby. When the baby grow up, we will know who is the true mother of this baby. Now, in your common sense as a human being, you should know automatically that woman that wants the baby to be divided is not the mother. Hello, Mr. Man who was asking stupid question, talking about internet war. You should know with common sense that the mother is not the one who says it should be divided, because when you divide a baby that is alive, you really kill the baby. Do you understand? You can't divide the baby and the baby will still be alive. Invariably, what the woman was saying is kill the baby too. Then the mother of the baby said, and King Solomon, using his common sense given to him by Chukwu Kabiama, to look into the case and see that the other woman is lying, this woman is telling the truth. King Solomon, according to the Bible history, kept the baby, nurtured the baby at a certain stage. Then he called these two women again to come and prepare meal. The day have come when the true mother of this baby will be chosen. The one who said the baby should be killed prepared everything. The other one prepared her own, and this one was calling, and this one was calling. As Bible said, though, because blood is thicker than water, the baby did what? Walked straight to the mother, to that woman that begat. Solomon is here. Solomon. Solomon, Solomon, you're welcome to the program. I'm talking about King Solomon, and you just appear. Welcome to the program, my brother. So we all know about this story. So when somebody is asking you some kind of question, you begin to think if they have common sense or not. So my brother, Iji Lachagono, I don't think that guy have common sense, because all the things that happen on the ground, he is seeing it. If he's not seeing it, he heard it. Or maybe he not hear that those people who are supporting Mazen Nandekan, his foot soldiers, block head bridge for 4 days. They block head bridge for was that on internet too? Was that on internet, my brother? I'm asking you. Anyways, people like you doesn't deserve to, to be responded to. But the reason why I'm responding to you is because there are many people like you who think from their anus, who listen from their anus. Mazi Henry said, whoever that idiot that asked the question is must be both blind and deaf. He can't tell me that he is not seeing the impact Mazen Kanu and IPOB are making all over the world. He is completely living on self-denial, probably a zoo agent or a Fulani fathered imbecilic Moro. This guy is lucky that this program is not during the day. If this excuse me, if this program is during the day, by now more than 200 people would have bombarded you and wash you clean in the river, not at home, in the river. Are you getting it? So thank you so much, Mazi Henry. He maybe he's in denial of the truth, anyways, or maybe he is blind, or he is deaf and dumb. He's not seeing. He have turned the struggle into internet war. When you see that the war is already on the ground. When Mazen Nandekan was arrested, was he not internet? Was Mazen Nandekan arrested on internet? He wasn't arrested on internet, bro. When he was marching on the ground, he was not. It was not on internet. So we are making headways. Okay, we are making headways. Yes, and in the name of Chukwu Kabiyama, we are winning this war. We are winning. Obamati say maximum respect, Mazi. Your response to the Ambazonia question was on point. More grace to your able. Thank you, Obamati. Thank you, I'm going to close this program in the next 6 minutes. I just want to run it for 2 hours, 30 minutes. We are on 2 hours, 25 minutes. This is my midnight chat with Biafrans. My midnight chat with Biafrans. So I decided to chat with you guys to ask some pressing questions to know those people. And it's like I'll continue this program because it's interesting to know those who really want to know, or who really want to ask, who really want to, advise our leader. That's your advice. Maybe I should continue this program. Those that have advice to him will be able to bring it during the day, because this is night, and I know some of our people, most of our people, not some, most of our people, majority of them are sleeping. Majority of them are sleeping. So I appreciate all of you that have contributed in this program so far. I appreciate all of you. Those that are keeping vigil, those that are watching from America, from Europe, from Africa, from Asia, Oceania, wherever you are watching from, and making a contribution. I love you all so much. If I tell you I don't love you all, I'm a liar. I love you. That is why I'm not sleeping. That is why I'm speaking to you. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm doing it because of you. And without you, there will be no me. Without you out there encouraging me, I will not be here. But I believe that Chukwu Kabiyama choose those whom he wants to go and fight for his own kingdom on earth. And you are one of them. I am one of them. I do my own part, you do your own part. Like my page, Mazi Obaleze Chukwubikem. Like my page. Let me once again bring it to this chatting box. Let me bring it to this chatting box. Yes, I am going to bring it to this chatting box, to the comment section, so that those who just joined the program now should like the page, because when you like it, please share it. When you like it, please share it. And don't forget, I used to do program also on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel also, because some of the program I have I've done in the past are all in YouTube. And in YouTube, you'll find it easy. You find it very, very, very easy to get all the videos I've done in the past. And maybe Facebook may not allow you to do that, but in YouTube, you will see a lot of them there. A lot of them, you will see them there. You know, a host of them, you will see them there. Um, I am coming to send in once again my link, like my page, like my page. That is my page. Mazi Obaleze Chukwubikem, like the page so that you get information from me. It is already on 28 minutes, 2 hours, 28 minutes. I have 2 minutes to go, and I must tell you people that it is nice talking with you guys. I love you all those that contributed to the program, all those that asked questions, and those that didn't ask questions. Prepare yourself. Tomorrow, I am coming with acid hot and more things to discuss, because I just want to see how my night chat with Biafrans is going to be like. Then I compare it with the day, and at the same time, I'm just running a lot of things. You see how I'm streaming live and smoothly without interruption. Maybe if it's during the day now, bam, 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 somebody, like Mark Zuckerberg on the Hura. It's like the man the Hura. But not the Hura, the dog. I can enable. So I thank you all for participating in this program. And every Mazi Henry said, not necessarily. It is one thing not to subscribe to what we are doing, and you keep that to yourself, and it is entirely another thing to be against what we are doing and doing everything possible to stop us. In that case, it is an act of sabotage, and anybody who does that is a saboteur. That's correct. That's correct. I like people who reason, who think like myself, because I'm a fast thinker, and I used to give something. Whatever you tell me, I used to, break it down so that I'll be able to understand the angle where you're coming from. However, I said, may Chukwu Okebaba bless all of us. Those of you that watched, those of you that share the program, those of you that are still going to watch and share it, may Chukwu Okebaba bless all of us. I thank you so much for watching. I remain your brother, one and only. Maazi Opaleze Chukwubikem Agbo Biafra 1. I salute you. Thank you so much. Good morning from here. Good morning from here. And bye. Tomorrow is another day. Thank you.